Hello, this is about language arts for session one. It's for grades 3 through 5, ages 8 through 10. Now, we may include 7-year-olds if the 7-year-old is mature enough in his or her understanding and ability and can react well to being online. We also may include those who are 11 and 12 if they do not have the requisite grounding in the conventions of English. Now, what are the conventions of English? Well, they are those important things like phonics, spelling, penmanship, being able to understand what you're reading, being able to speak clearly, and also writing and so forth. We test in each one of these areas because we want to make sure that they have the correct grammar and the correct mechanics and so forth. Vocabulary is very big with us also. We came across a study decades ago that said that vocabulary was probably the number one subject for schooling because if you have a good vocabulary, you can probably step into almost any job and learn it and succeed at it because will have an understanding because you have a good vocabulary. They also noted that those with the best vocabularies earn the most money. So there's an economic incentive to have a good vocabulary, and we do that. We ensure that our students do have a good vocabulary, and we have a graded vocabulary from the bottom up. We start with homonyms and synonyms and antonyms, and then we go to Greek and Latin roots and so forth. And as soon as a student passes through one section, he goes to the next. Now, that's a very important feature because, as I said, we test when the student comes in all the different areas of the conventions of English. And then we try and fill in what we call the potholes. Now, you know very well, going down a road with a lot of potholes, you're going to get jiggling and juggling all around. You may blow a tire or whatever. It's not pleasant. And it's not pleasant for our students or anyone to have a lot of potholes in their education. And so through the testing, we find these deficiencies and we fill them in and smooth them over so our students can have a smooth ride. And that's very important. And we do this on an individual basis because it's very seldom that more than one or two students will have a deficiency in one particular area or go as deep in one particular area needing some work as another student will. Students are individuals, and it's a shame that we treat them like they're all the same in our educational system because they aren't. Okay, now we do the conventions of English individually, okay, but collectively we do our literature, and I want to talk about it. This is our year to do LDS literature, and for the session one children, that means we're going to do From Plowboy to Prophet, being a short history of Joseph Smith for children. This is a course which we developed years ago. You will see that we read a portion and then we have questions, okay? Questions and vocabulary for each chapter. And so we will be doing that in the English class. Another thing we will be doing is reading the Children's Book of Virtues by William J. Bennett. Now, this is a very, very good book. It has some stuff in it that we want the children to know and learn from. And here is an example. Okay, persevere, and it can be done. It's a very, very good book. We ask the children to memorize some of the poems in here because those are virtues that we need to have. We need to persevere. We need to have the faith that it can be done. Okay, that whatever we set out to do can, with the Lord's help, and if it's in His program for us, it can be done. So that's a little bit about it. If we get time and so forth, we may go into good stories for boys and girls. This is an early Deseret book, or Deseret Sunday school book for children, and it has comprehension questions in it, which is really kind of fun. And just kind of catch the tone of this. In what condition was the family? What did little Jane tell her mother she could do? What had given little Jane such great faith? How did the children feel after their mother had prayed? Tell how the mother's prayer was answered. What lesson may we learn from this incident? So, and there's also this one for our little friends. But as I said, we are into LDS literature this year, and so that's what we're doing, plus the Children's Book of Virtues. We hope you will join us. We're looking forward to it.